All right, we're going live in 3, 2, 1. Wait a minute. We're already live. That was completely pointless. Let's start things all over again. You have made your way back to my stream, whether you like it or not. That's where you're sitting right now. And as you might note, we are back with part 70 here. You might notice off the top that we're not starting where we left off at the end of part 69, and that is because I completed another part of my Red Dead 2 extra content series. Main reason for doing that video, I had to make sure that Buell was at max bonding level before going into the conclusion of Chapter 6. I knew that the end of Chapter 6 was rapidly approaching. My girl Maya B tipped me off that this last Dutch mission that we have available to us right now is basically the last mission of Chapter 6. So once you start that mission, there's basically no going back. You're going for the end here. So I wanted to take a minute, make sure that Buell was at max bonding level. So that's what log missions number 4. That was kind of the main reason for doing it, but I needed kind of an excuse to get Buell's XP up. So I needed an excuse to ride him around a bit. So in log missions number 4, I went after some legendary fish, which is something that I have not done yet to this point in the game. We've got a few legendary animals, especially of late, but we have not caught any of the legendary fish. So that's what I covered. Definitely go check that out. If you're watching this and you haven't watched that yet, definitely give that a watch. You can do it at any time. So no concerns there. There's no story stuff covered in those videos. It's all just kind of bumming around more or less. But we had some success with the legendary fish. So you might even see like, oh, you've got mail to pick up at the post office. Maybe I'll get more of a reward. I tried sleeping through. So you'll notice my cores are at 100% as well. I tried sleeping through 24 hours, 36 hours, whatever, to see if any more rewards were posted for me. Nothing. So definitely go check that out. I don't want to spoil too much about the legendary fish. And then, for me, it was kind of, well, what am I going to do next? Because if this is the final mission and I'm not doing, there's not really anything else for me to do. The only other thing that I could do is continue to catch legendary fish, because now this is something that I've already started, and I considered doing a couple more extra content videos, but I mean, at the end of the day, I've mentioned before, I haven't uploaded as much as I would have liked to, especially maybe even over the past couple of months. It's not consistent enough for me to now start blowing time off. Doing some of these smaller things here. We did what we could. I feel good about what we've accomplished to this point. We've done a lot of stranger missions. We did one of the big collectible missions. We've caught a handful of both legendary animal and legendary fish. So we're definitely not in completionist territory here, but I'm definitely happy with what I've done in this playthrough so far. So at the end of the day, I decided, you know what, let's forget all that stuff. Buell is all maxed out bonding wise now, so let's just hit the jackpot here, blow the top off with this Dutch mission. And if you're ready, I'm ready, and this is it. This is really it. 70 parts it took us to get here, but if you're here now, buckle up, because things, as I always like to say, and forgive me YouTube, but shit is about to hit the fan. And it's about to splatter up everywhere, all up on your walls, all up on your ceiling. It's about to get everywhere.
Come on now, boy.
I've been tipped off a bit about hang on a minute, just trying to gauge. We got a bit of a ride ahead of us here. I've been tipped off that there's a big decision for me to make at the end of the game, and if I don't make one within a certain time, it's made kind of for me. And it's obviously going to be a pretty critical decision, this being kind of the climax, the end of Red Dead Redemption 2. I mean, and we've also been building up to the end so much. Like, I feel like I keep teasing you guys. We're getting closer and closer to the end, and then I'm breaking off and doing kind of other things and not really staying focused on the plot. So I really just want to say, you know what, let's just do it. Let's just ride out. Let's just get this mission done. This won't be the last video. I'm not gonna call this the finale. If I know a video is gonna be the finale of a series, it will be titled that. I've had a history of that, going back to my Twitch streaming days. We'll have more Red Dead 2 to play and to watch, but for now, this is kind of the end of things as we know it. I mean, it's the end of Chapter 6, and as far as I know, Chapter 6 is the final chapter. Can't really imagine there's many more, but I'm pretty sure that there's only 6 chapters. I'd be looking for an epilogue or something afterwards to that will kind of clean things up a little bit. That's what I mean. I don't think it's the end of Red Dead 2. I think it may be the end of Red Dead 2 as we know it. Hopefully, if you didn't already realize that you know, this was going to happen with Arthur. I mean, that's been anticipated for a long time, to 20 plus parts for sure. And of course I'm talking about Arthur's death. That's why this end decision kind of intrigues me a little bit too. Sorry, I just don't want to be too rough on Buell in case I really need him here for a mission. You know, we know Arthur's going to die, so we know the decision is not really going to impact whether or not Arthur dies. We know at the end of the day Arthur's going to die. And if the decision comes down to Arthur dying now or later, I mean, it's going to happen sooner or later anyway, so I would probably choose for it to happen now, but maybe it doesn't have anything to do with Arthur at all. I mean, that's what I mean. He's going to die anyways. We know that. I would say tuberculosis and COVID-19 probably have some similarities, you know, in their epidemiology. That's going to be our word of the day, folks. Draw that on your chalkboards. Okay. Alright, one-hand horse driving does not work. My mouth was in need of hydration, I apologize. Assuming I post this when I plan to, it'll be 3 uploads in a row, like 3 days in a row uploading, so that's a lot better than going, Christ, a couple weeks without uploading. Oh, God, I know. Forgive me. It's not even about that. I'm not too worried about that. I just wish I had more. I just wish personally I had more time, and I wish I had personally committed more time to staying involved in this instead of spreading it out so much across like a year and a bit. I think it's just about a year now, actually, for this particular Let's Play. Cheers, let's toast. Cyber toast. We gotta practice our social distancing. Anybody watching this stream, like, 10 years from now, is gonna be, like, social distancing? No, I actually think that it's going to have a massive impact on how things happen in our world really going forward. I think it's going to have a lot of outstanding impacts and ramifications in every sector you could possibly imagine. I think personal hygiene will be valued even higher than before. But I mean, I don't want to get all political up here in my stream. You know what I'm saying?
Whole lot of ugliness.
Bye. This could be our last ride. I mean, that's what I kind of have like little goosebumps right now, because I know that this could be the last ride that I have with Arthur Morgan and Buell. So, man, I hope whatever this decision is, I'm able to make it quickly. I hope I don't second guess myself. I just also want to comment, Miles pointed out in, I believe it was part 69, that I may have failed to address our Dutch abandoning Arthur in the middle of the battle when Arthur was being overwhelmed. It's an important plot point, and I don't want to undermine its existence. It definitely happened. Dutch abandoned us, left us for dead. And I think it wasn't Eagle Flies. I don't think it was Eagle Flies that saved us. I can't remember the dude's name. Oh man, that's gonna bug me. And I know I'm gonna get corrected on that one, but you know, if it wasn't for him coming in to save us, Tarwan or something like that. Oh man, I probably just completely butchered it. It's something like that. I think that's the first thing that popped into my head. Reneke Ridge, New Hanover. Well, we're definitely getting west. We just passed Emerald Station. Actually, we're a lot closer than I thought. So, like I said at the end of the extra content video that I recorded and posted, definitely again, make sure to check that out. I slept at a hotel for like, oh man, well over 24 hours. I can't remember the exact count. It was actually over 30 hours, I believe. I just wanted time to pass to see if any more rewards were posted for catching a couple of legendary fish. Whoa. So all my cores right now are going to be at 100%. Or close, anyways. I might have a quick bite to eat, say, when I get back. What time is it right now? $3:51, so there should be some soup waiting for me back at camp. Something to chow down on. I guess I should probably talk to some people back at camp too, considering that this could be it. So there's actually 2 missions remaining in Chapter 6. We've done a bevy of them already. I could show you the list in our progress screen, but there's been a lot in Chapter 6. There's 2 left, but I knew this could happen. A lot of missions are coupled together with each other, so you start one, but you immediately go into the next mission. There is no break and kind of free will in between. It just kind of jumps from mission to mission. That's going to happen with this mission here, this first Dutch mission, and then it's going to be immediately followed by another mission. Also important note to point out plot-wise is obviously we've been waiting for this big score for a while. We've done a lot to prepare for it in distracting basically the army by getting them involved in everything with the natives and blowing up that bridge to kind of halt their progress a little bit physically on foot. So the only thing really left to do here is to actually get the score. And We have been kind of avid train robbers throughout the game, and I'm pretty sure it was either in one of the last couple parts, Dutch, I think he's mentioned it a couple times about a train robbery in particular, so pretty sure it's going to be involving a train. We've seen that multiple times throughout the game, and one of the first missions we did, actually, one of the first main story missions, was a train robbery. So now, all this time later, we can see if anything has changed in our ability to rob a train. Okay, so this is camp. I'm not going to really do a lot here. I've already slept a lot, so I don't need to do that. We're just going to eat, hopefully, maybe talk to a couple people, and then we'll jump into the Dutch mission. Bill is on watch right now here. At this entrance anyways, so we're going to talk to him real quick.
You keep your eyes open, Bill?
Hi, Arthur.
I can see all this is hitting you hard.
Don't you try and sidle up to me.
I ain't. We've been friends a long time.
Yeah.
Alright, bye. Who else we got? Just kind of whoever I come across naturally. I'm not gonna creep on everyone while they're sleeping. Hopefully Micah doesn't have those 3 weird quote-unquote friends around, hanging out around here anymore.
Hi, Tilly.
Hello, Arthur.
You doing all right?
What is going on with you all? You're acting like children.
We're trying to work it out.
Okay, then.
Haven't really had much of a relationship in the game with Bill. Tilly, I've enjoyed the relationship I've had with her from the early days when I would be out in the wild and I would randomly hear her voice coming out in dialogue, which was obviously a glitch because she was nowhere in sight. But she was like calling my name from those early days to the great deep conversations that she had with me multiple times. I remember a couple conversations where we just sat down on a log and talked about how things were going, and I thought that was pretty cool. I don't really see a lot of people out and about. Alright, so I don't want to walk too much over there because that's going to launch me into Dutch's mission.
You know, I'd be dead in that factory if it wasn't for Eagle Flies.
See, it was Eagle Flies.
Feel like Dutch saw and didn't do nothing.
You gotta just look out for yourself now, Arthur.
I mean, I could be wrong. It all happened so fast. Okay, guess I'll see you later then.
Okay, Arthur.
Arthur is so crushed right now because of Dutch abandoning him in the factory. And again, like he said, if it wasn't for Eagle Flies, he'd be dead right now. That's the truth.
Can I talk to you a second?
Oh,
Sure.
okay.
I'm just so worried about Karen, Arthur.
Why?
You know why. She's gonna kill herself when she hits the liquor.
Sure, but I guess that's her choice. I'll try speaking with her.
Thanks, Arthur. I'll try too. But we both know it won't work.
Tilly's a little worried about Karen.
All right, Arthur?
Javier. Can we talk?
I don't have much to say to you right now.
No. Guess I'll leave you to it then.
Whatever you say.
Still some resentment here at camp, of course. But, yeah, I think Arthur is just in disbelief.
All I'm saying, something happens, we get split up, we meet there. 01 Gila Dam, all right?
All right.
John and his wife, Abigail, behind their tent talking.
You're doing the right thing.
I can't believe it's got to this.
I know, but here we are.
Poor little Jack getting dragged into this too. John and Abigail have made a plan to meet at Owangila Dam if things go south going into the end here, and should probably talk to John as well. But here's little Jack. What's up, Jack?
You do what your mom tells you, okay?
Of course, Uncle Arthur.
We'll all be getting out of here very soon. Well, try to keep your head straight.
Okay.
It is smart of them to make a plan to get away. I think they know things are going to go south, and they're just going to have to go on their own.
You know, I'd have been killed in that factory if it wasn't for Eagle Flies.
And Dutch?
Oh, he did nothing. Less than nothing. He ran. Well, don't give up on everything just yet.
All right then, Arthur.
Yeah, Arthur's definitely in disbelief about Dutch abandoning him.
Well, hi. Place is on edge.
Hi, Susan. You okay, Susan?
All those years and look at us. It's pathetic.
I know. I ain't sure what to do.
All right.
Bill. Arthur.
Yeah, you can't blame Arthur. You know, this whole gang has been such a tight unit for a very long time. They've been through a lot together. They've always had each other's backs. And then when it really came down to it, the guy that Arthur probably thought he was closest to throughout most of his life, Dutch. I mean, Dutch was the leader of the Van der Linde gang. It isn't the Van der Linde gang without Dutch. You know, the man that you think you can trust the most stabs you in the back and basically almost has you killed. And that was his choice, because he could have jumped in just like Eagle Flies did and been the hero in that situation. He had the opportunity to and did not. So, I mean, you know that Arthur is just, his head is definitely spinning because of this. Just kind of pure disbelief. I don't really know how else to describe it. There's Micah and probably one of his buddies.
Bill comes from Williamson.
That's so.
Sure.
So your first name comes from your surname? Ain't that odd?
Guess I never put too much thought in it before.
What's your real first name then?
Mary.
Mary?
Alright, let's chow, shall we?
What a nasty mama and daddy.
There's a few people I don't see around, like Pearson.
They must have hated you before they even met you.
Hey, Tilly.
Hey,
Things are kind of a mess, ain't they?
a mess you boys made. Wasn't me, Mary Beth, Susan, none of us.
What do you want me to say?
All right.
Alright, so that should boost us up. Sorry about that. That should boost us up the rest of the way. With our cores, max us back out at 100%. We obviously would have lost some of our cores from the long ride back out here to camp. Another kind of beautiful camp that we have to say goodbye to. We've always found really cool places to settle down, so and it's always sad to see each one of them go. And here potentially is another one, but this is it, folks. Enjoy.
Well, at least you ain't run off.
What you talking about?
Pearson left. Old uncle. The traitors. Both gone at dawn. They said to young Tilly they were running to save themselves. I think Mary Beth left as well.
So it goes.
They are goddamn cowards, Arthur. Cowards. Of all the time we spent to run off.
Well, I guess they don't want to die, Dutch.
Ain't nobody gonna... This is a tough time. And you ain't doing too well. But we, our community, we will survive. They will not crush us.
I hope so. But if we let Jack and the women free, well then
There
maybe
ain't
we
no
can...
freedom for no one in this country no more, Arthur. One more big score, we got enough money to leave. All this turmoil has the army and Pinkerton spinning. We take a boat and slip away.
I don't know what you're saying, Dutch, but it seems like I've heard it all before.
Just one more
There's
train.
always a goddamn train.
Arthur, this is different. We know this is full of cash. Army payroll, money and supplies to repair the bridge that you blew. This is all going to plan. We rob Uncle Sam and we leave. The poetry of it all. What do you think?
It sounds wonderful. Hell, yeah. I ain't got much to lose, but... You know, the women and the children. And John and his family. I'm afraid I have to insist. I mean, we gotta let them go, because if the Pinkertons come through again, they will kill everyone.
John? Insist?
Yeah. Insist.
Of course, pal. Whatever you think is best, I will see to it. Huh? Now, we gonna rob a train?
Sure.
We will survive. We will flourish. We have work to do, my friends. Let's go. Come on. We are gonna borrow a little money from old Uncle Sam and be out of his hair once and for all. He insists upon it. Insists. Let's ride out, gentlemen. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah.
Interesting here, of course, because I said earlier, I don't see Pearson and I don't see a few of these people around. And as soon as I walk up to Dutch to start the mission, he's like, oh, they all left.
Train is due in Saint Denis in an hour.
We're robbing a train in the middle of a city?
No. It's going to stop there, take on mail and water, let off some boys heading home on leave, and then it heads out.
They know the bridge is gone, Black Lung. There'll be a patrol past Annisburg, waiting down by the river to collect the money.
We sneak on quietly, and then we got a short time to stop the train before it reaches the patrol. John, you go get that dynamite. We'll meet back up outside of Saint Denis.
I'll go with them.
As you wish.
Come on. It's this way. I hid the wagon down here after we blew the bridge. This is one big goddamn group of us to be riding back into Saint Denis.
Yeah. I heard the Pinkertons have pretty much taken over Van Horn.
Moved a whole heap of men in there. Things are closing in fast.
Shit.
Should be just through these trees. There it is. I'll get the dynamite.
No, I can do it.
Sure?
I'm fine.
Okay, it's in the back.
All right, so we are robbing another train here, and it's supposed to be one more big score. We've been successful with trains before in previous missions. The last time we robbed a train was a long time ago, so I can't really make specific references going back here, but we have been successful. I know it's paid off before, so this ought to be interesting. It's kind of filling up in Saint Denis. It's letting a bunch of guys off for leave, and then it's picking up some stuff in Saint Denis and then taking off. And then there's a patrol in Annesburg, but I think the idea is to stop the train before Annesburg and rob it there. So we'll again see how that goes. Arthur made a lot of good points. You know, there's a lot of us riding out. Right now it's still daylight, and you know, we're awfully close to the big city of Saint Denis, and for a big group of guys to be riding out to a big city like that, it's very suspicious, especially when the Pinkertons are so close to closing in on us right now. They basically have us. Apparently they have swamped Van Horn right now. With detectives and agents, I'm sure, trying for the sole purpose of trying to track us down and get us. So I'm sure Annesburg is almost the same. So this could turn south, and I'm sure is going to turn south very, very quickly. You know, this is his grand plan. This is it. I don't know, man.
Sure you're all right to do this?
Got it?
All right, let's get this done. Come on, the train's on its way. So listen, Abigail just told me. The money? It's hidden in the caves at Beaver Hollow.
What?
Yeah. So much for never hiding it near camp. Dutch was getting even sloppier than we thought.
Are Abigail and Jack ready to leave?
I think so.
Okay. Well, whatever happens with this job today, wherever Dutch and them go next, we're getting you the hell out of here. We're going to get you the money you need. Knowing the three of you got out, well, maybe all of this will still mean something. Tilly and Susan, too. I'll do whatever it takes.
You've always had my back, Arthur.
Perhaps not always.
Anyway, here we go. One last train, Arthur.
One last train.
Should that not be the name of this mission? One last train, because that's how it feels. And here's how I feel. I mean, so many innocent people have died already to this point in the game. I don't think I need to go through all of them. We've lost a lot of great members of our gang, you know, that really didn't need to die. And I think Arthur is just worried about that happening again with John, who is very close to Arthur, and Abigail and Jack, of course. Jack is, I mean, just a kid. That's what I'm saying. Like, Jack is getting dragged into this. I said that a little bit earlier. You know, so that's kind of what Arthur is commenting on there. He doesn't want these poor people to have to go through this any longer. They just want to do this and get it over with. And most importantly, Arthur is emphasizing that John, Abigail, and Jack get out. But he said Tilly and Susan, and as well, some of the women. I like I said, I really like Tilly, so I'm a little bit biased towards her for sure. But hopefully, we don't have to choose who's gonna make it here at all. We're way back here. The rest of the group is already kind of in the Lacaille area, by La Grasse, just north of Saint-Denis. So we got a little bit of riding to do here. This ought to be interesting.
Yeah?
Then off we go.
Off we go, indeed.
One last time, gentlemen. I got us a river boat. We'll head up to New York or Chicago and get a real boat from there out to the tropics.
So long as it isn't Guarma.
Oh, it'll be paradise, son.
It's all coming together, Dutch. Just like we planned.
Is that okay with you, John? Arthur? Or do you insist on something different?
Sounds about as good now as every time I heard it before.
Oh, Abigail must be real excited. All packed up like she is. I could just see her in the little grass skirt.
Don't talk to me, you son of a bitch.
Oh, that's gross.
Boys,
What an
okay
idiot.
Now, let's keep it down. We don't want to draw attention to ourselves going through here.
Draw attention to ourselves. Here they are riding all together as a gang, a group of who the hell even knows, 10 people or something stupid like that, riding through Saint-Denis, one of the big, if not the biggest city in the game. Honestly, Dutch and Micah making comments about Abigail, that is gross, grody. So Dutch does not like that Arthur tried to assert some power back at camp there by saying he insists that John and Abigail and Jack be given the opportunity to leave. That really kind of sent Dutch over the edge here, I think, when it comes to his relationship with Arthur. And I think, you can just tell by the way Dutch is talking right now that he not a big fan of Arthur, and hopefully it doesn't end up becoming a head-to-head showdown between Dutch and Arthur, because that's really unfortunate, considering where everybody started. Anyways.
Nice and easy through town, fellas.
Ah, Saint-Denis. Good to be back. Happy memories, huh, John?
Will you shut up, Micah?
That's enough. Quiet, all of you. Not much further now.
All right.
Cleet, Sadie, you board halfway along. John, you and Arthur are gonna board at the back. Rest of you, follow Mike and I, and join once they stop the train.
Here she comes.
Should I just sneak on now?
God damn it. Well, everybody mount up.
We still going through with this?
Of course we are.
on that train!
So unfortunately, gun-wise again here, I'm stuck with my Schofield revolver and my Cattleman revolver. I've been given the Litchfield and the semi-auto shotgun. I'm cool with that. A little bit disappointed in my revolver, but I can use the Schofield in particular if I want. That's the one that I will go to if I want to use sidearm, which out of the gate I think I will.
You okay? Yeah. Buddy's in the front carriage. We gotta push forward quickly before we run out of track.
Leave it here alive, we're gonna whip you scum good.
Let's keep moving! Put him down! Time to finish this! Go to hell! Right, let's get to the front! Come on! So much for sneaking on here! You feel like ditching? Of course not! Push up! Come on! Let's get to the next carriage! Let's go, Arthur!
Ain't no getting out of this.
Keep pushing forward!
Okay, so we got some of our friends up here. You have to keep in mind that this is basically army supplies, payroll, that kind of a thing. That's what's being kept on this train. It's kind of like government property, I guess, is the idea more or less. So it's going to be a well-protected train. We were going to sneak on there in Saint Denis, and then I guess ambush them before they hit the patrol in Annesburg. I guess that was the idea, but so much for doing your research with the plan. The train never ended up stopping in Saint Denis. It just kept on going. So Dutch is going through with this. So we'll see how things go. But if things don't turn out well, once again, the blame can go to Dutch for being the alpha male here and deciding that the mission will go on despite the change in circumstance. So I'm kind of fighting alongside Dutch here. We caught up to the train together, but now we have to work our way. I think they said to the front carriage, so we still have a ways to go here. I'm trying to get a good rotation of my weapons here. I do have some nice ones. I love the shotgun. I love the Litchfield. So far so good.
like the old days, huh? This don't feel nothing like the old days.
Alright, so I think I might have gotten in there a little bit too aggressively, so we're going to have to restart from our last checkpoint. Hopefully that isn't too far. I'm hoping that's not going to be too far back in this mission. Sometimes Rockstar can hurt you with that. Let's see what we got. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Oh my god. Oh my god. By the way, my PlayStation sounds like it just ran a marathon, for Christ's sakes, trying to play this Red Dead 2. I've heard Red Dead 2 causes some stress for them, but good lord, it's like it's panting like a dog.
You okay? Yeah. Money's in the front carriage. We gotta push forward quickly before we run out of track. Almost! I'm okay. Keep pushing forward. I had enough of this. Let's get to the front. Come on. I'm putting you down. Look out! There's some on the roof! So much sneaking on here! You feel like ditching? Of course not! Come on! Let's get to the next carriage! Let's keep moving! I'm gonna put you down. Push up on him! Hellfire! Where are Dutch and Micah? I don't see them! Who knows if this was their goddamn plan all along? Just like the old days, huh? This don't feel nothing like the old days. Let's go, Arthur!
Oh great, I actually have to be with Dutch. I don't want to be on Dutch's horse. Alright, we're back on the train. We're around the fire.
Couple that gas before it blows us all up. On it. The train's being robbed. Lay the gun, Arthur. Sure.
Oh, shit's about to get real right here. Holy crap.
Well done. Now get on. John!
No way! Oh my god.
Uncle John, you protect that money. Man, the
No
gun,
way.
Stop the train. Stop the train. Whatever you do, do not stop the train. You secure up ahead, but keep us moving. I'll deal with that patrol when they come through.
See, Arthur actually knows what he's doing here.
I see him.
Look out on the right! You sure you can handle that gun? 'Cause I can't take over if you won't.
Just shut the hell up.
Hey, we all gotta work together on this. On the left. Look out on the right. How the hell did I get down to you, little lady? Watch your goddamn mouth. Look out on the left. That ain't not the one there. Watch your right. Look out on the left. That one near the Well, more on the right. Will you shoot him for God's sakes? What the hell you think I'm doing? Listen! I don't take orders from you! Okay.
I just want to say, this has already been one of the most unclean executions of a plan I have ever seen in my entire life. It's fallen apart from before it even started. Before we were even able to board the train, it was falling apart. And now we got guys on the cliff. Basically, word is out now. Word is out that the train is being robbed, so we're going to have any available forces basically storming right towards us. So this is not a good situation for us, and we are murdering a lot of people with this Gatling gun, and I just feel that bounty going up and up and up, and this sucks.
Get off the gun! We need to go for the money!
And obviously, by the way, Cletus is obviously one of Micah's friends. Micah brought a couple of his friends for this mission to help us out. Whoop-de-doo. That's who's talking in the background. Looks like I'm stuck with him and Sadie right now. They were kind of helping me also fight things off here. But I guess we got to move on.
Come on! The money should be in the front carriage. Okay, quick. Let's blow a hole. Let's go! The money's in their carriage.
All right, guess I better blow this thing.
Ha! Here we go. Okay, stand back.
We got something! Catch! Wait, there's more!
Morgan! The driver's dead! This thing ain't stopping! We got to get off!
Okay then, let's go!
Jesus Christ.
Well, let's move.
Oh my god. Didn't see that coming. That's obviously with the bridge that we blew earlier.
John?
I tried.
He didn't make it. That patrol killed him. We had to run.
Come on, let's go before another patrol turns up.
Ha! Ha!
They abandoned John, but I bet you anything John is not dead. In fact, we know from the first Red Dead that John is not dead, right? We know that for a fact. He goes on to live. So I bet you anything they just abandoned him thinking that he was dead, just gave up on him, just like they did with us. And now they're telling us, oh, well, he's dead, right? And, you know, just to get us to, you know, kind of keep moving forward and not get too kind of hung up on him. Oh, if he's still alive, oh, we got to drag him along now. You know, let's just keep things rolling. And despite being an unclean execution of the plan, in my personal opinion, we actually made away with a lot of nice goods there. So I feel like I need to take a deep breath after doing that. This is the final mission of Chapter 6, which is, I think, very rightfully titled Red Dead Redemption after, guess what? Red Dead Redemption, the game that we're playing. Doesn't that make a lot of sense? I thought so too. So, we're going to see what happens here. It's about to get real serious. I don't know if I'm going to have a lot of time to do commentary here throughout this mission. I really want to stay focused on me personally executing the mission. Enough with this unclean execution. I want to go in here and do my best, and we'll see what happens here. But this will probably be the end. There'll probably be a little bit of a cutscene or whatever going into whatever is coming next. But this will probably be the end of the video. I don't want to drag on too long here. I wanted to this video to just focus on the end of Chapter 6, and then we can start with whatever comes next time. So, all right, here we go.
Who did?
Agent Milton and his men took her to Van Horn to be put on a boat and tried for murder.
I am sorry to hear that.
We gotta let her go. John's, well, sorry, son. Without John, she's just bait. Got a bunch of money, Dutch. She's just a girl. They won't do nothing to her. But me and the boys know. Yep. We need to keep riding on this one, Dutch. You know it. Every man here knows
so we
it.
Just gonna let the boy be made an orphan?
It ain't like that.
What is it like?
I wanna live, cowpoke. I still got the choice. Dutch, it's just a girl.
You're right. Dutch.
Micah, it pains me to say it, Arthur, but he's right.
Dutch!
Come on, boys.
Yeah! That's that then. All them goddamn years.
Come on, Arthur. Let's go get her. You and me is all we need.
Miss Tilly. Here. Take this. You take this money, too. Take Jack, and you wait at Copperhead Landing for Abigail and Mrs. Adler.
Thank you, Arthur.
You're a good girl. You live a good life now, you hear?
All right, Arthur. I'll miss...
Me too, sweetheart. Me too. Jack, come here. Be brave, son. I'm gonna go get your mama. Mrs. Adler. Ride with me?
If they're
You got-
putting her on a boat, they'll probably dock at the north end of town. So I reckon we should go in the other way.
Sure, I guess. I don't know. God, those goddamn bastards.
Look, just follow me, okay? We're gonna get this done, Arthur.
We got some work to do before we go riding off into the sunset with our money, so...
Now he don't care if he orphans his friend's child so long as he gets rich. All this goddamn talk all them years. Seems like it was always a lie. Before he went crazy. What a mess.
Sure. Guess he began to believe he was God or something.
I don't know. I'm sorry you got dragged into this. Into us.
Listen, if you hadn't shown up at my house that night, I'd be dead. And even this bullshit beats dead.
I thought I could find a way to get John, Abigail, and Jack out of this mess. Give them a life. Seems I left it too late.
If we could still get Abigail, maybe her and Jack will be okay.
John, Hosea, Mac, Davy, Jenny, Sean, Lenny.
There's your dead list.
We have to put an end to this.
All the guys in our gang that have died.
And Eagle flies, another angry fool he used just like he did with the rest of us.
Like I said, Arthur,
Yeah, exactly.
we don't need them. We're gonna make this right. Me and you together. What's left of it. Now come on.
There's nobody that I really would trust more riding out to do a mission than Sadie Adler. No person I feel more comfortable doing it, especially a high-risk mission like this, than Sadie Adler. I have a lot of respect for Sadie, and I'm glad that she's the one that gets to go out here and try to save Abigail. So John is apparently dead. Abigail was taken. Obviously, Tilly, Abigail, and some of the women stayed back at camp.
Here we are.
They stayed back at camp while we did the train robbery mission, and when we came home from that, Tilly came out saying, you know, they took Abigail. Jack is with me, but they took Abigail. She's in Van Horn. They're going to try her. So now Dutch abandoned them. What else is new? The list of people Dutch is abandoning just keeps going up and up and up and up. And if I get a chance to put a bullet in Dutch's brain, no doubt about it, I will. But I digress.
Let's ditch the horses and come up with a plan. How you feeling?
I'm okay.
I think you should cover me and I'll go in there and get her. 'Cause you're the better shot, I mean.
That ain't what you mean. I can still fight.
I know, Arthur, but just do it my way, honey. It's for the best. Get up someplace high, like the lighthouse or something. And cover me. Please.
Okay.
Hilarious because we actually have some familiarity with this lighthouse. Check out my log missions number 4 to get that reference. This is a legendary fish location. So we've got some extensive experience working in and around this lighthouse. So she has gifted me. So instead of having the Litchfield repeater on me right now, I have the Carcano rifle. Is my horse up here? Because if my horse is up here, I'm actually going to try and switch up my weapons, if that's a possibility. We parked our horses a lot further back. That's right, that's okay. So I still have the shotgun and just the Schofield. There's better revolvers and pistols I want to equip before we do. Oh, I guess this is it anyways, so I guess I'm kind of screwed. Oh well, I'll stick with the sniper. That's what she wants me to do now anyways, and for anything at closer range, I have to go with the shotgun. I gotta run here because I got some time to make up. Alright, so Sadie is gonna do... Let's try and locate Sadie. So that's Sadie there. And... I don't really have a view of Abigail just yet. They'll probably zoom in on her for me. Where am I going here? I gotta get further up. Oh, I didn't realize this was even a thing here. I feel like I'm a sniper in World War II playing Brothers in Arms or something like that. Now there's a war series I kind of miss.
Okay, Mr. Milton, where are you? There you are, you bastard. Sadie. Goddamn bastards. Shit! Move, Sadie, move. Yeah, I got you.
It's all those years of Call of Duty paying off for me here in one mission. Isn't it a beautiful thing?
That's it. Keep moving.
Yeah, that's where they are. Oh no. Oh, damn it.
Okay, Mr. Milton. I guess we're gonna have to talk this out like gentlemen.
This is just an everyday scene in Van Horn. There's nothing special going on here. There's a guy reading his newspaper in the storefront right here, and he's just going, "Good day, chap. Good day, lad." I swear it.
Kill him quick now!
So these are the Pinkertons. Obviously, that's who raided our camp while we were gone robbing the train. Who knows? Maybe the army and the Pinkertons were tipped off that by someone, anyone. Maybe they knew all along that that's what we were going to do. Because obviously they knew that we were away from camp, or maybe they just stormed camp at the right time. But nonetheless, Pinkertons have Abigail. They have been really our main predators in this game. Trying to hunt us down, and this is going to be kind of the climax of it here. And Milton has been kind of that evil antagonist character coming after Arthur and Dutch this entire game, and obviously, not really a very likable kind of character. So another guy where I really won't mind if I have to put a bullet in his head. Feels so badass just walking down the street of Van Horn, gunning everybody down.
You're gonna bleed, cocksucker! There's no way out for you!
I wish I had some more weaponry on me, like another repeater or even like a bolt action rifle, a better rifle, and I wish I could have chosen a better pistol. Didn't really prepare myself, equip myself with what I had on my horse very well before I went into this mission. I should have thought of that. I've got a shotgun right now. Once we go into this building, I'll probably equip the shotgun because it'll be really close range, makes sense. And then my Schofield revolver is not a bad weapon. I've customized the crap out of it. It's a pretty cool looking weapon if you've seen it before. I should maybe maintain both of my weapons before I go into the end here, just to make sure they're firing at their best. I don't need a broken weapon going into battle here. So I'll use my shotgun and obviously my Schofield here. This is it, guys. I don't know what the hell's gonna happen here, but pretty nervous. Have a look at that. We were all the way up in the top of that lighthouse right there, sniping all these guys down on the way here. And now here we are in the building that we were looking down on, the Van Horn trading post, and there's the door that Sadie went into. No sign of Sadie yet, so hopefully she's okay. I'll switch to first person here.
Calm down, Mr. Morgan. That's quite a cough.
Sure. Tuberculosis. I'll be dead soon. And you with me, Mr. Milton?
You'll be dead, sure. But I'm gonna be just fine. We offered you a deal, Mr. Morgan. You should have taken it.
I'm a fool, Mr. Milton.
Not all you boys have quite so many scruples. Old Micah Bell.
Micah? You mean Molly?
Molly O'Shea? Sweated her a couple of times, never talked a word, had to let her go. Micah Bell. We picked him up when you boys came back from the Caribbean, and he's been a good boy ever since.
Okay. Okay.
Using your
strength, Mr. Morgan. You're still a yapping dog, Mr. Milton.
Horrible man. Now come on, both of you.
Find the horses. We need to get the hell out of here.
What happened to Jack? Where is he? He's gone. Billy's got him. Thank God.
You right now.
Look out behind you! Get on, Arthur. Get on.
Okay, great. I need to take a second here and try and equip myself some better guns here for what could be a big final firefight here. So really big piece of information if you missed it there. We blamed Molly O'Shea as the whistleblower for why we kept getting heat from the Pinkertons, but Molly O'Shea was not the one in bed with the Pinkertons. It was, guess who? Lowlife Micah Bell. How many times have we risked our life for Micah Bell? How many times have we put our head on the line for that guy, breaking him out of jail and everything else? And this is how he repays us. But now we know that there's a traitor amongst us, and that is not good because he is still working with us in this mission. He just did that train robbery with us, so he's clearly playing both sides. And ultimately, we need to eliminate him ASAP.
You'll be okay.
Not sure which two sidearms here to equip, so we're gonna go. I had the Schofields just recently equipped together. I have a pair of Schofield revolvers that are pretty cool, but should I just go that? I could do the double. I could do Callaway and the Volcanic, or I could do the two pistols together, Midnight's pistol and the semi-automatic pistol. I'm thinking maybe Callaway and the Volcanic pistol together. That way I have a pistol and a revolver, and they're both pretty powerful weapons. I think it's more intimidating than the pistols. In my opinion, the revolvers are more intimidating, so I want to stick with the revolvers here. So let's go Callaway's revolver and the Volcanic pistol here. Got regular ammo, and we'll go regular ammo on Callaway's revolver.
More coming in ahead on the left! Faster! Railroad to the right!
Put that asshole in the stop now and we'll spare the women. I'm dealing! We're losing them!
You all right, Abigail?
I think so.
More on the right, Arthur!
You think you can outrun us?
Oh, so interestingly enough, that's why my long arm rifles are blacked out here. I can only use a pistol, so, and yeah, I'm not using a pistol, rather a revolver, any kind of sidearm here. So I'll stick with Callaway and the Volcanic pistol for now. I think they're two of the more powerful ones that I own.
They're still coming! Go left here!
Hold your damn command, you pathetic sons of bitches!
He's about to give us the
Put another one in 'em!
They're getting
a fight.
Ladies, I'm fine.
Looks like we lost him. So that's good. Man, what the hell?
There's no time.
There's time.
What happened to John? Where's John?
I don't know. I think...
Arthur.
He got killed or he got captured.
No.
I'm really sorry.
No!
Abigail, I was on the train and I didn't see it.
No!
Listen, we got Jack. He's safe. Mrs. Adler will take you to him. But, John, I want you to know this. He loved you. He loved you, and Jack, he did. He wasn't perfect, but he did. Now, you gotta go get that boy. Go on, get out of here.
Arthur, what are you doing?
I gotta go have a little chat before I get much sicker.
No, Arthur.
Don't you owe Arthur me. Neither of you two. Not now. You both know. You're good women. Good people. The best. You go get that boy. There'll be time for sorrow later.
If you're headed back there, Arthur, take this. I don't need it anymore.
What's that?
There's a chest in them caves, in the back to the left, hidden under a wagon. Dutch's chest. It's all our money. I know John told you I knew where it was.
Abigail Roberts.
Always was a good thief.
That you was. Go on, get out of here.
The many miles we walk, the many things we learn, the building of a shrine, only just to burn. That's the way it is. That's the way it is.
There's a good man within you. But he is wrestling with a giant.
Really sorry for your son. It's a hell of a thing.
And all you can do now is decide the man you want to be for the time you have left.
May the wind be at your back. Good fortune touch your hand. May the cards lay.
There was one particular mention there, and the voices that Arthur was hearing, kind of remembering different things that people told him that are important to him, was a doctor saying, "I'm really sorry about your son, it's a hell of a thing." We missed a conversation that mentioned something about Arthur's son, and that conversation kind of leads into, there's a link in the comments on one of my videos not too long ago, part 67, part 68, that will show you that conversation, but it's supposed to kind of be more reason as to why Arthur is kind of the hard person that he is today. But I guess that him and Mary, or him and someone lost a son. Don't pop quiz me on it right now. You know me and names. Anyways, we'll ride on. This is kind of cool.
Out astray, all from your command. That's the way it is. That's the way it is.
already owe more than it's worth.
I just don't want any more folks to die, Dutch.
Thank you, Bella. You know, there ain't enough kindness in this world, that's for sure.
Maybe it's a sign, Arthur. Try to do the good thing.
Shine light into darkness. Shine light into darkness.
So Abigail gifted us with the key to Dutch's chest, which apparently
Get them
contains...
bags packed up quick, Miss Grimshaw. Come on, all of you.
Well, we're doing our best.
Hurry. We ain't got long. Hurry.
We just got plenty of time, Micah. We all need to have a little chat.
Black Lung, you're back. Hooray.
I just saw Agent Milton, Dutch. Abigail shot him. She's okay. Not that you care too much about that. You rats. All of you. Seems old Micah was pretty close with Milton.
What the hell are you talking about, cowpoke?
You talked.
That's a goddamn lie.
Dutch.
Dutch, think of the future.
Milton told me.
And you believe him, Black Lung? You believe him?
It all makes sense now.
No, it damn well doesn't.
Dutch, think.
Dutch, be practical now.
Dutch!
John?
You left me! You left me to die! My boy, I didn't have a choice. John, I didn't have a choice.
Left me! All of you, you pick your side now because this is over. Oh, them years, Dutch. For this snake.
Oh, be quiet, cowpoke. Be quiet. You live in the clouds.
No, you be quiet, Mr. Bell, and put down your gun.
There's Pinkertons coming, fast!
Now! Who amongst you is with me? And who is betraying me?
Well, Javier, think for yourself.
He's lying. He's lying!
Put your guns down! God damn it! Move! You ready, John?
Yeah. Everyone get down!
This is Major Oz with the Pinkerton Detective Agency. Put your guns down! Read out your weapons now! We have surrounded!
So I didn't actually expect them to already be back here at camp as well. I guess they came back to camp as quick as possible to pack everything up and get out of here. So actually, thankfully, we did get back to camp while they were still around. I thought I was going to be able to just waltz in and open that chest, Dutch's chest in the cave, be rewarded, get a bunch of money, and like I said, ride off into the sunset. But apparently that's not the case. you can see that there's a clear line in the sand in our camp. A clear line has been drawn in the sand. But unfortunately, John and Arthur are quite outnumbered right now. Pinkertons are coming after us. Susan was just killed by Micah. There's no loyalty. There's no respect around here anymore. Honestly, I want to see Dutch and Micah and anybody who says that they're on his side die. I mean, there's no reason to keep this feud going anymore. Get rid of them. End of story.
Come on, Arthur! That's how you want to do it?
We're running into the cave. Chase them down. Go, go. Get inside. Quick, finish this. Drop that man.
Keep going! Those bastards left me for dead. Seems that's what they do now. I see them. Stay with me, Arthur!
They're just up ahead.
Come on, Arthur! With me! Hey, hold it right there! Micah was the rat, John! Milton told me! We should have killed him months ago! Let's go, Arthur, push! Are you all right, Arthur? I'm with you. Keep going. Let's keep moving. Arthur, you go up first. Abigail's safe. So's Jack. Where are they? There was Sadie at Copperhead Landing. Thank you, brother. I want you to not look back. Like I said. Arthur, we gotta go! Come on, ride! Pinkerton's up ahead in the tree! Come on, Arthur! This way's boss! Come on! Ride, Arthur, ride!
It's really dark and foggy and difficult to see. My dead eye is gone right now.
They'll keep the others busy.
So that's making it hard. God damn it, I must have strayed away too far from the mission area. Yeah, I lost John. So I got to keep up with John and not worry so much about picking off guys along the way here. We'll retry from checkpoint here. We should be coming to the conclusion of the mission pretty shortly here. I knew that Dutch abandoned John because he abandoned us. Of course he abandoned John. And I knew that John was going to stumble back into camp and everyone was going to be like, oh my god.
Arthur, we got to go. Come on, ride. Whoa! Pinkerton's coming through the trees! Watch out! Yeah!
Take that back!
Come on, Arthur! Okay. Cut some breeze off that one.
Drop that cocksucker!
Shit, they're on the road! Follow me! Give me a second.
Come on! Push, Arthur!
Thank you.
Arthur! Come on, Arthur.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Well, what about the money? Abigail gave me the key.
I head down there, I'm dead in 5 minutes. I got a family. That's more important.
Maybe you're right, but...
You want the money? You head down. I gotta go to my family. Arthur, just make the call.
I'm coming with you. I'm gonna get you out of this bullshit if it's the last goddamn thing I do.
Thank you. Ah, shit! Let's go! We need to find higher ground!
So there was some significance there to what Arthur just said. I'm going to help you if it's the last goddamn thing I do. And I mean, we know Arthur is running short on time. I just wanted to kind of briefly explain my decision here for a second. So we had a choice there of either helping John get to safety or returning for the money. I'm literally going to be I am a dead man walking right now. So that money is just putting us at risk again, something that Dutch and Micah have done over and over again. So I didn't want to be like that. It's all about John now and continuing John's saga. There's not a whole lot left Arthur can do but bring safety to the rest of the people that he cares about, like John. So that's going to be priority goal number 1 here for us. I think that was the right decision. If that was the big decision, I think that was the right decision and a fairly straightforward one to make.
Don't worry about them. They'll just be going back for the money. We need to get the hell out of here. Shit. Let's get up this cliff.
Here you go.
Come on, Arthur. Keep pushing.
They're climbing! Who's got a shot on them?
God damn it! Get behind a rock! God damn it! They're everywhere! Get out! Watch yourself! We need to get going! We need to get out of here! Let's go! Let's go! All right, Arthur, come on, let's go!
You go.
Keep pushing, Arthur.
No. No. I think I've pushed all I can.
Come on.
You go.
We ain't got time for this, not now.
We ain't both gonna make it. Go. Now. I'll hold them off. It would mean a lot to me. Please. There ain't no more time for talk. Go.
Arthur.
Go to your family.
Arthur!
Get the hell out of here and be a goddamn man.
You're my brother.
I know. I know. God damn you bastards! Tell boy!
So that was the John Marston hat that Arthur was wearing that he just gave to John, and now that kind of explains the background behind having that particular hat. I remember him wearing that hat in Red Dead Redemption 1, so that's kind of a cool little thing that I caught there. Unfortunately, this is the end for Arthur. Didn't really get to make it as far as I thought he might with John, but he's just going to kind of fend these guys off here while John tries to get away. Honestly, saying goodbye to John and saying goodbye to Buell, out of all the goodbyes we've had to say in this game, those are probably the two that have hit me the hardest, especially Buell there. That was not an easy scene with Buell, but I almost do wish that that scene was a little bit longer and a little bit more emotional. But, you know, I'm glad that Arthur said thank you to Buell, because it was almost saying thank you to Hamish too, and the profound impact that he had on us. I really liked Hamish.
Living and dying. Oh, you don't know how much I've longed to do this. Hope you're ready for hell.
I should have killed you long ago.
This is where it ends for you.
Milton told me.
That all you got?
I've already beaten you.
Die! Still got a little fight in you, have you, boy? You're pathetic. All there is, winning and losing. Oh, Black Lung. You ain't gonna reach that gun. You ain't. You lost, my sick friend. You lost.
Yeah, Micah. Despite my best efforts to the contrary, it turns out I've won.
Jesus Christ, I don't think I've ever spammed the X button so much. Jesus Christ.
It is over. Now.
Oh, Christ.
Arthur. It's over.
He's all right. You know it, and I know it.
He's sick. He's dying. He's talking crazy.
Up there on the ridge! I gave you all I had. I did.
Come on. Dutch. Let's go, buddy. We made it. We won. Come on.
John made it. He's the only one. The rest of us... No. But I tried. In the end, I did.
Come on. Let's go. We can make it. Come on, Dutch. Come on! Ah!
Tell you something, I'm not exactly thrilled that Arthur had to die without any allies, without any comrades. We're some years later now, we're jumping back into it. I think that's kind of a sad ending for Arthur to die beaten and alone like that on a cliffside. Like, for real though? That's how he goes? And Micah and Dutch just get away?
Too close. We brought that trouble on ourselves.
By we, you mean me.
It wasn't me who went and shot him.
Seemed like he deserved shooting.
I'm sure he did. But I've been thinking, ain't it about time you stop being the man making them decisions?
I'm trying.
Are you?
I think so.
We gotta find someplace to lay low. Keep quiet.
Maybe Dutch was right. Maybe we should have just gone to Tahiti.
Is that it with you? Tahiti or killing? Come on, John. Please, try.
Try what?
We gotta live somewhere for more than just a few weeks.
Okay. Let's see what we can find in Strawberry. What do you know about Strawberry?
I know they like good, honest, hard-working men a whole lot more than angry killers. So make yourself good and honest.
I'm always honest. Maybe not always good, but I'm always honest.
My whole life I've been surrounded by fools with moral codes. Here's the moral code. Look out for folks. Stop trying to act like some hero in a book.
What do you know about heroes in books?
My reading's getting pretty good.
We'll read different books then.
The books is Jack's. And, well, maybe he's doing most of the reading, but still.
You're a bad influence on your mother, boy.
Man, this is a hayride.
Okay, so I know I won't be able to save and quit here, which means I'll have to record part 71 immediately after so that we can continue things here, because it's kind of a weird place to start off, but I actually have to go for a sec. So that's going to be the end of the video. We'll definitely try and talk about the video, about some of the stuff that's happened going forward, but here we are in the next part. I know it was a lot to digest, so hopefully this will give you some time to digest everything as well. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Keep the convo going, and I will see you on the other